So fresh and so clean, clean.
Why y'all sound the exact same?
What?
This is the Always More podcast.
Hello and hello. It is June 15th as you're listening to this. Welcome to the Always More podcast, where we believe there's always more room at the table for honest questions, meaningful conversations, and deeper understanding. Today on the pod, we are talking about our recommendations and reviews of the week, our dimension-jumping bagels, Sherlock Holmes' sister, egg drop soup, amateur marriage tips, and so much more. But first, I'm your host, Christopher Thomas Ford. Sitting across from me is my best friend in the entire world, heterosexual life mate, Timothy Allen Lichty.
Hello, hello.
And we have our two guests with us, Jordan and Tiera.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
What's happening?
So what's up, guys? How's life?
Ugh, life is hard.
Pre-married life?
Life is rough, not gonna lie.
No,
But we're
truthfully.
making it through.
That's pre and post-marriage.
breathing.
Life is rough.
It's all around.
It's been a hard day for everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're like
been
an hour
crazy.
and a half behind schedule. It's fine.
Just throw it out now.
Yep.
Just
It's
throw it out
fine.
now.
It
It's fine.
happens.
Yes.
People run late.
This is going to be forcibly the quickest episode we ever do because it's going to have to be the quickest episode we
Bro,
ever
I don't know
do.
if you saw like the stuff I added in my notes. Real quick stuff. So we're good. We're good. We're going to speed through this. Episode's going to be like 28 minutes.
Yikes.
Yes.
Let's go. All right. Speaking of fast, let's just get started right here with our Rec and Rev. This is part of the show where we recommend and review a couple of things that you guys may or may not have seen, but that we watched or read or participated in and enjoyed. Let's start with you, Tim. What do we got?
All right, so first off, we should mention Harley's not here.
yeah.
And that just adds to the chaos that is this episode.
It hurts my heart too much to talk about. I was just going to pass it.
Oh, okay. We had moved the episode to accommodate something, and then Harley got sick, and she's not feeling well, so that's why she's not here. So
We can't move it anymore.
We couldn't move it anymore.
I mean, we could have just not done an episode and just seen what the fan reaction would have been if they were just like, hey,
And
where
I
are
don't
you
want.
guys at?
I don't want to see any more riots in the streets. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It
what's
wouldn't be
going to
good for
happen.
the war. There's already enough going on.
Right. So anyway, sorry. My Rec and Rev today. It is a movie which I'm assuming Chris has watched because he put something in the intro there.
Yeah.
It's called Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's on Netflix and it's super cool.
And because
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
you're right. Yeah.
Shut up.
Dang, we need to watch it.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything because it really is a great film. So here's the synopsis.
I don't even know what it's about, though.
An aging Chinese
about to tell
immigrant
you.
is swept up in an insane adventure where she alone can save what's important to her by connecting with the lives she could have led in other universes. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce all the names because I just can't. I'm not capable to do it. But there is a lot of familiar names and characters and actors in there. But the movie, I heard a lot of great things about it, and I went into it trying to downplay it in my head because I heard such great things about it. Mm-hmm. It's a great film. It is fantastic. It is very moving. It is more moving than a lot of films out there today. And the fact that it's able to do that with this science fiction just really speaks volumes about it. So,
You know
Did you
what? I
cry?
lied.
yeah, a little
It's
bit.
not
You
on
cried,
Netflix.
really?
Yeah, it's
I've
been
heard
good.
a lot of people are crying after this movie.
I wasn't like weeping, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I love that.
When
I'm
I first saw the
excited.
trailer for that movie, I was like,
I thought it was
Why?
like, is this like, I thought it was Marvel related, like in the first 2 seconds. And I was like, is this multiverse? Like, what is going on? But then,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So-
wild.
I thought it was on Netflix. It's not on Netflix.
Oh.
It had to have been at one point, I thought.
What?
Weird.
I mean, I own it, so that's how
Yeah,
I was able to watch
yeah.
it.
Oh,
That's
we're
yeah,
coming.
that's how I watched it too. I just thought it was on Netflix. I thought that's where it came out.
no.
I might have been wrong.
Oh.
Regardless. Okay, so mine, and actually in the notes, I made a funny typo.
I didn't know if you did it on purpose or not.
No, I did not. So I typed Ebola. But the movie that I was going to say is actually Enola Holmes.
Ebola Holmes.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny. No, so this movie is actually about Sherlock Holmes's little sister, who is obviously not a canonical character, but you know you can always add to fictional characters.
Right.
It's
fiction.
Not like,
Yeah.
It's not like they're locked in place. So this is about Sherlock Holmes's little sister Enola, whose name spells alone backwards.
Yes.
Who, ironically, on her 16th birthday, wakes up alone.
Uh-huh.
Her mom is disappeared, and all that she has left are some birthday gifts. So she goes on this world traversing tangent, I guess, to find her mother, try to figure out what's going on. The synopsis is that a story is about a teenage sister, the already famous Sherlock Holmes, who travels to London, find her missing mother, but ends up on a thrilling adventure pairing up with a runaway lord as they attempt to solve a mystery that threatens the entire country. It was way more kitschy than you would expect it to be,
Yeah.
but it was really good.
It's really good.
It was a really cute, really good movie. I enjoyed it. Great for family night.
Yeah.
Starring Stranger Things is Millie Bobby Brown as Enola.
She
I
does
love
so
her.
good, too.
She does, yeah.
She's fantastic.
She's such
She
a
is
great
great.
actress in everything she does, not just that.
Right.
But Millie Bobby Brown, Henry Cavill plays Sherlock Holmes,
Man, so good.
which is great.
yeah.
and
beefed up Sherlock
Yeah, just
Holmes.
beefy
Yeah.
Sherlock Holmes. And then Helena Bonham Carter plays her mother, Eudora, I
Yeah.
believe was her name.
That's cool.
So all-star cast, really cool movie, great ride, fun experience. Check it out.
Nice.
That one is
Nice.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
That's a good one.
That's good.
T,
Cool.
what about you?
What do we got from Tiera?
Okay, so my Rec and Rev is music, because that's all I've been doing lately is just listening to music. So something to add to your new summer vibes playlist is a song called Numb by Marshmello and Khalid. I'm pretty sure it literally just released like yesterday. Today.
Oh, okay.
Today?
Yeah.
Today is, obviously we're not recording on the 15th,
Yes.
so it released a couple days earlier than this. But check it out. It's super cool, super vibey. Makes you want to like drive in your car with the windows down and like
It's pool music.
just party. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm adding it to my playlist before
Yeah.
I even listen to it.
Yeah. Also, there's another artist I just discovered on TikTok. I don't know if this is how you say his name, but it's August 8, like August 08. That's his artist name. And his music is pretty cool from what I've heard so far. Super like vibey as
Yeah.
well. Summery, like good vibes. So yeah, check him out too. That's cool.
And August 8.
08.
I'm putting this stuff in like right now as we
I was
talk.
gonna.
Nice.
All right. So while Chris is doing that, Jordan, what you got?
It was gonna be the Khalid song, so
Oh, okay.
I did steal that
You got
from you. I'm
robbed.
sorry.
I got robbed.
Give me something else. What else? Anything else?
Anything else?
3, 2, 1, go.
You're so
No,
bad.
not
at
that
it.
know
kind of
what?
person.
You would have lost that race.
Actually, my Rec and Rev, I'll put him on the map. My best friend David.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he's
No
an
Cape
artist.
Dave.
No Cape Dave. You can find him on Apple Music and Spotify. And
He's about to release a song too.
yes, and everything else. So that's my
He's
Rec and Rev.
here.
Yeah.
He's a new upcoming rapper.
Yes.
No Cape Dave.
No Cape
Cape
Dave,
Dave.
but it's
Alright.
DAV, not DAVE.
So
Gotcha.
no Cape
So,
Dav.
Dav.
No
Pretty
Cape Dave,
much.
but don't. It's not Dav. No Cape
No, yeah,
Dave.
no Cape Dave.
But you don't
Yes.
get to be mad if somebody mispronounces your name if you're misspelling your name.
There's like
It's
vowel
purpose.
missing.
Yeah,
he
like,
got- one
the
time-
E is what turns the A into the long A sound. Otherwise, it's
One
Dav.
time he had a hat made and it said no cap. It didn't
No
say
Cap
Yeah, it was
Dave.
no cap Dave.
And he was so mad because
Yeah.
he was like, "It's no Cape,
Yeah.
no Cape Dave."
But you're
So
leaving
mad.
E's out of everywhere, so why does it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
He's
no-
really good.
He's
no
got some
Cape
good stuff cooking. He's
Dav.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Love you, Dave.
Is it just no.cape on Spotify?
Yeah, it should be. I think.
I'm Apple Music girl,
Yeah.
so sorry.
All right, whatever.
Sorry.
Waiting for the lightning to
You
strike
and,
me.
you and your failed
and
Apple
change our
headphones too.
reflection.
Well, we don't got to call it out on the pod.
Material girl. Material girl.
Okay, now you have to tell the story because now they're gonna be confused.
Okay, so long story short, because that's all we can afford today.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
she
2
has
minutes.
she has like $2,000 headphones from Apple.
$500.
And 5,000.
$500.
Wow.
5,000.
Where are you
got the-
spending $5,000 for some headphones?
No, okay, so I got
Well,
the
there's where all the
AirPods
venue money
Max.
went.
That's where it was.
Boy,
Since we're
bye.
talking about-
No, we're gonna
Let me
talk
stop.
about
I'm ahead of
Funko
myself.
Pops. That's why we don't have any money for our wedding.
Oh.
Moving on.
You
Wow.
we need counseling.
This is why we're here on this episode.
Yep. This is why we're here.
We brought you on so we could help save your marriage before it begins.
Save your
Yeah,
marriage.
we need some revival.
Welcome to Save Your Marriage.
It's so with her $500,000 headphones.
$500.
They just keeps
The
going.
cost of a house.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The jacks don't even work with the Roadcaster, so it's
Which is so stupid because that everybody on like YouTube says it would work, and so
Well-
the fact that it doesn't work is like
How much did we spend on the
Pissy.
Roadcaster?
about $800 at the time.
Okay, so our thing is more expensive. That means her thing is the thing that's faulty, not ours.
Correct.
Cool.
Yeah, we're good. We're safe.
oh.
I'm gonna blame it on the
is true.
cord. I'm gonna blame
Because
it
if
on
we
the
only
cord.
spent
we
like
use,
200,
the cable.
if we'd only
Yeah.
spent like 200, I'd be like, maybe we're the ones that have the problem. But no, it's her, so we're good.
It's just because Apple wants to do everything
Whatever.
wireless.
Yeah.
All
Screw
right,
it.
let's move on to our next topic, which is Tim's What If?
That's a good voice.
That was really good.
That was
Thank you.
pretty good.
All right. What if?
I could be a voiceover guy.
You should. I was gonna say that. You should be like a voice actor. Okay. Anyways.
What if our butt cracks were horizontal instead of vertical.
I would love to respond to this.
So this is, if I'm not mistaken, because I saved this from a long time ago, this is from our friend Jalen. They asked this question, and I thought it was a great what if.
Bro.
So what if our butt cracks were horizontal? How would that change
Well,
our
first
lives?
of all,
No.
anatomically, it wouldn't be possible because the butt crack is a separation that allows our muscles to move us forward.
So would
So
that
we
mean
wouldn't
our
be able to walk?
Yeah,
wait?
well,
So our
if you
butts would
look
look
at
like
any-
a cheeseburger. It'd be two buns, like
Cheese.
Any
Yeah, like a
upright
cheeseburger.
animal, any upright animal that walks on two legs has a butt, but other animals usually don't
oh my
because
god.
that's the muscle that develops to be able to propel us forward. Your gluteus maximus is what carries most of the
Maybe
the
that means we would have to live
motion.
in the ocean, and our butts would then be propellers.
like mermaids.
Ew. I feel like this would be like a SpongeBob and Patrick. Like this would be an episode on SpongeBob. Is their
Yeah.
butts like propelling them through the water?
I
No,
feel
literally,
like I have
like-
seen that on SpongeBob.
gonna say-
You know, yeah.
That sounds about
with
right.
Patrick. No, there's an episode. You got to play like the clip or something on TikTok because there's an episode of like Patrick's butt cheeks like clapping. Like,
Well, we see where they pulled the inspiration from for the
perfect.
question.
Yeah, I guess so.
no, but I don't know. I was just thinking. Literally, the first thing I thought of when I heard the question was like twerking. Like twerking would be way more interesting.
It'd be a lot louder for sure.
It's just
It would actually like clap.
it's like actual clapping, not just like
Yeah.
clapping. Yeah,
Literally.
like anybody could do it at that point.
you would. Oh my god, the visuals in my brain.
Toilet
Like
shapes
that.
would be just a little bit
So-
different.
Yeah.
They'd
Yes.
be wider instead of
And then you'd
oval, like
You-
long ways,
you would wipe.
side to side.
Ew.
Ooh, that's an
Credit
interesting
card.
question.
Swipe.
Bidets would have to
Swipe
be a
that.
thing.
I'm not
Actually,
down
that would
with
make it easier if you think about it.
wiping
You don't
side
have to reach.
side.
You don't have to reach as far back.
I feel like that's.
I don't
messy.
have a problem wiping, Tim. Do you?
I'm not saying it's a problem, but you're
Do you go to the
you're
chiropractor?
Oh god.
I'm just saying it's like your arms are already naturally in that position.
Might as well just like. Swoop.
Yep.
I feel like that would be an issue though, like for your wrist, like trying to. Like I'm just trying to. I
Because
don't
you're
know.
doing that, you don't have to. That's your natural reaction to wiping already. I'm saying all you have to do is just this.
Yeah, you just
Oh yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
you get your toilet paper or wipes or whatever you use and just swoop
Shoot.
your socks on a bad day.
No, no, it's never been that bad.
Good lord.
What type of bad
Use a
are
mask.
your bad days?
Oh,
Use a
man.
mask.
Gross. Anyways,
There you go. There's our what if, and I'm sorry for that. Sorry if that was a little too disturbing for our.
go watch the
I make no
SpongeBob
apologies.
episode. No, I think that was an awesome what if.
I make no apologies. But we'll move on from that topic after you guys comment what you think it would be like.
Yes, please
I
let
would
us
love to
know.
hear that. We'll move on from that topic and go into our next one, which is Tiera. You want to take this one?
Huh?
Do it.
Oh gosh, let me read it. What are we at?
It's just
Oh, what did I miss?
Oh my gosh!
That was
it's
cool.
fun, right?
Yeah, it was actually great.
All right. So this is the part of the show where we like to present to you some news that you probably didn't hear about. I'm gonna go first on this one just because mine was insane. Like
Insane?
it gets crazy.
I haven't read it, so here we go.
Okay. So I'm sure you've seen like the Incredible Hulk where he's doing whatever in the bottling factory and his blood drops into the giant vat and ends up in
Oh
the
yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
So something very similar happened. But instead of just like a single drop of blood, it was two entire people who got trapped in the tank at Mars Wrigley plant in
I was
Elizabethtown.
so close to stealing this one or
Yeah.
getting this one.
They got stuck in a chocolate tank, like an entire,
Yes.
like they just fell into the vat. Looked like Augustus Gloop from
I was gonna say
Willy
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka.
WHP TV in Harrisburg reported that two people fell into the tank, which was, truthfully, it was only waist deep, so it wasn't that serious.
Oh man.
They fell in though, like
But
they
they
had
fell
it
into
covered.
a chocolate
Yeah,
thing. Like they're ruining it. It's not supposed to be touched by human hands.
Right.
It's only supposed to be churned by waterfall. If you ask Willy Wonka.
Churn.
Churned.
Sure.
So the two were apparently not badly hurt at the time, but they were taken to the hospital, according to Penn Live. Crews were called to the plant around 2 p.m. after the workers became trapped to help and clean. Mars Wrigley did not immediately comment on the situation.
So I
That's the
had,
entire story.
I had two thoughts in my head that came up when I saw this article. One, this could be the making of a really great villain. That's all I'm saying.
Chocolate lad.
It's something like that. Yeah.
Chocolate lad.
I mean, that's how we got Joker. So I mean, granted,
Yeah, but it was chemicals, and he was already a villain and already crazy.
true. But look, don't
Hey.
ruin the fun here, okay? Like, let's just.
Some people
All
are.
I'm saying is, like, if I'm having a bad day and I fall into a vat of chocolate, it might make it better.
Yeah.
No,
True. Well-
absolutely not. I hate chocolate.
Oh, well, you're alone on that one at this table.
That's gross. Shut up. I knew you were going to say that.
The other thought, though, was Willy Wonka. Like, did someone push them in like they were trying to play
Gross.
Willy Wonka or something like that? Like
Yeah.
maybe this was an elaborate prank. Like,
What if?
Maybe they were fighting each other and they both fell in.
oh, yeah.
They were trying to do like an insurance scam. And they're like, if we fall into this vat and one of us dies, the other one can collect the insurance and take care of their family. And they're like, all right, let's do it. And then they fell in and they're like, oh, man. This thing's not that deep. Push me down. Push me down.
Yeah.
It's like that episode of The Office where they drove their car into the lake and Michael's like, he's struggling, but then Dwight just stands up right next to him and just like only 2 inches deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude.
man. It's good
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Good
Good
times.
stuff.
I just feel like how long are they going to smell like chocolate?
For at least a week.
That's disgusting. Can you imagine you're just, the
depends on the
headache.
chocolate.
Your definition of this is very skewed compared to ours. So I think that'd be
You're
amazing.
definitely in the minority
To
on this one.
smell like chocolate though.
You are
like sugar,
definitely in the
like
minority.
candy. Do you know how candy just smells? Like
I'm diabetic.
y'all don't go to candy stores and then get a headache after sitting in there smelling the fumes.
No.
Again, I'm diabetic. And no.
So then you would absolutely
It should, if anybody at this table, be me that feels that way, but no, I don't. So
Well-
you're definitely wrong.
Okay. I
Well,
guess you guys win this.
Jordan
but,
knows now what not to do.
oh my god.
No dates on the candy store. Check.
I like candy. I just like sour candy.
Sour candy.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What is wrong with you?
A lot of things, to be fair.
All right. I have a fishy ruling from California.
I'm done with your puns.
Fishy. I
I'm
like
sick
that
of
pun.
you.
No, that was good.
I'm sick of you.
Golden.
Bees are now legally fish.
Actually, I almost put this one.
Look at that.
The reason I didn't is because you put yours in first and I saw it. I think it's a really cool thing.
Okay, so a California court has ruled that bees can be considered fish under specific circumstances. So here's the deal. Under the California Endangered Species Act, certain animals are protected under law because, humans kill things. Some of those animals include native species, subspecies of birds, mammals, fish, amphibians, reptiles, and even some plants. But what is missing on that list? Invertebrates.
Which is hilarious because I think sharks are technically invertebrates since they have a full cartilage body instead of bone.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they don't deserve to be protected.
No, they really don't.
Sharks are the worst.
Sharks are actually the worst.
Anyway, moving on.
I like sharks.
Why?
Shut your
All they
horrible
do
mouth.
is murder.
I mean, I'm not against them.
I'm not against them either.
No.
They're part of the ecosystem.
Yep.
Not part of my ecosystem.
Nope. I was going to say, I could be fine with that. It
I
would be
live
fine.
on land.
We'll live.
But you need algae.
Yeah, to breathe. Not to eat.
All right. So according to Zoe Satul at CNN, quote, but in a lucky loophole for insects, mollusks, and other spineless creatures falling under the umbrella term invertebrate, the act itself defined as a fish, as a wild fish, mollusk, crustacean, invertebrate, amphibians, and part spawn of ovum of any of these animals. So since 2018, several public interest groups have fought to include several endangered species of bumblebees. Here's some names, guys. The crotch bumblebee.
It's my favorite bee.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Right off the top, it's my favorite bee.
Yes.
the Franklin bumblebee, the Suckley
I might change it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Suckly cuckoo.
bumblebee, and the Western bumblebee.
Wasted.
And under the umbrella definition of invertebrates, but was shut down in 2020 in the Sacramento Superior Court. However,
Why would you not want to protect the bees?
I don't know. It's Sacramento, so I don't know. However, with this new June ruling, that 2020 decision has been overruled, finding fish can including bumblebees, at least for the sake of the California Endangered Species Act.
So bees are protected.
Bumblebees specifically.
Go bees.
The crotch bumblebee specifically.
They're good. The crotch bees are good.
And the suckly cuckoo.
Cover the crotch.
Cover the.
That's exactly what they did.
Save
They
the
covered crotch.
sucklies.
Oh, man.
Do you guys have any weird news for us or no?
No.
No.
That's fine. We can move on. We got to rush through all of this.
Yeah,
We're doing
we're
good.
speeding. We're
This is-
speeding.
This
We're
is a
good
quick-
on.
This
we're
is a
good on
record.
speed.
Yeah,
We
we're
are
doing good.
speed.
This will be a shorter episode. We got to put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a break from all of our bee talk. We will see you guys in just a little bit after these messages. Is this new music?
It is.
I like it.
I like it. Welcome back, guys.
Let me sing to it. Or rap. Yo.
What you got?
Yo. My name is T. I gotta pee. We're here. It's 3D. Save the bees.
Yeah.
Bravo.
That's
bravo.
the hottest.
the wrong,
That's
wrong
the hottest
profession.
track on Always More Pod Records by your artist T.
You laugh, but I'll sell it.
No, Josh and I were telling you the other day, man, I will sell out today for significantly less money than you're expecting. Like whatever you think I would sell out for, half. All right, guys. We're going to jump right into our main segment, which due to the fact that we have some almost married people with us,
Heyo.
and Tim and I are
Almost.
both married to other people, not each other, just for the record. I know none of you would be surprised, but for the record, we're married to women. We're going to jump into our marriage discussion.
Yes. And not just marriage, because Jordan over here, like he threw up at the idea that we're going to talk about just marriage. That's
We're actually just going to talk about your
Oh
marriage.
my gosh.
You're busted now. I tried to save you, buddy.
No, you exaggerated.
we're talking about all relationships and dating and things because that's a fun thing to talk about.
It
And
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, no.
All right,
agreement.
so let's
In
start
agreement.
with some facts about relationships in general. Just a couple of facts, and you'll notice Tim's Italian hands if you're watching on YouTube. He does that sometimes. Just
Especially when the facts are coming out.
oh, bro! Before we get started on that, though, I saw this thing that like the most Italian
The guy from Boston?
on
From New York?
TikTok. No, from New York.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, listen, my dad's from Manhattan. He's a Mets fan, and like he did all of the motions, like all in like one fluid thing. And they were like, this guy just doesn't even know how Italian he is. His friends don't know what they
Oh my
just saw.
gosh.
But
Right,
it was the greatest Italian American thing I've ever seen. It's more Italian American than Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It was like, listen, my dad was born in Manhattan, a Mets fan all his life. You believe this?
Oh, I love
So
Italians.
All right. Fact number 1.
According to Selena Hayfeli in Science Illustrated, monogamy, Jesus,
Yeah, you can't do it either.
Yeah.
monogamy evolved in humans when low-ranking males changed tack from competing with higher-ranked rivals to revealing their more caring side to potential suitors. That was actually a really hard sentence.
Right?
Yeah.
Science
I
people.
was
Thank you.
concentrating really hard.
Thank you. Maybe it has to do with the fact that we're both just having awful days.
You know, yes, that's what it is.
We should just let them do the whole podcast from now on.
All right.
Okay.
Jordan, you got this next fact then.
Okay, according to
Pew.
Pew research from 2019, love tops the list of Americans' reasons to marry. Remarriage is on the rise, with 23% of divorces remarrying compared to only 13% in 1960. And since 2007, support the legalization of same-sex marriage has grown from a margin of 54% to 37% to 2017's 62 to 30%.
That's
go.
so weird because like Gen Z gives you the idea that like marriage is declining. Like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
don't want to get married
true.
anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they're delaying the marriage, like getting married later. But actually, there's another stat I didn't put in there that your marriages are more likely to stay intact the longer you wait to get married.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So later in life, if you get married, that marriage is likelier to stay.
You
Look,
are.
there's no.
What are you now, like 12, 13? Y'all getting married tomorrow? Come on.
We're running away to Italy.
I mean, we got married early too, though. And it's not like a
Two women.
a rule.
For the record.
No, yeah.
We got married 2 women. It's not that there's anything wrong with that. I just want to make it clear that I am married to a woman.
You're taking this really personally, Chris. I don't
Yeah,
like this.
Look,
What's going on over there?
I love
Yeah.
you and all. You're just not my type. Sorry.
All right, number 3. According to theweek.com, the first recorded evidence of marriage ceremonies uniting
much
one
facial
woman.
hair.
No, but I was going to say, didn't you guys marry each other in female form?
Yeah, but he's got too much facial hair.
So technically he is your type, but just facial hair.
Emotionally,
But he
yes,
can shave
but-
that. This could work.
But he wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not shaving this anytime soon. So.
Ever? Like you don't even trim it anymore?
He's working on a Santa Claus.
Shut
beard thing.
up.
No, I'm not going
Like
that
a-
far, but
like a
Stop
I'm about
stepping.
to
James
cut
Harden?
everything, to be honest. Like,
Just shave it all.
I'm
Everything.
getting close. Look, this whole
Head
Top
to
Gun
toe.
movie made me
Head to toe.
consider
Yes.
going just
Do
a
the
mustache.
beard. I mean beard.
I was thinking about we're going to Miami
The
in July.
mustache.
I thought about taking everything out just to have that mustache.
Yeah,
I might
I've
do it.
considered it.
I'm vibing with the Top Gun mustache. I think it's pretty cool. So
90s
you're a
coming
winner
back,
in
man.
my book.
All right.
Yeah, do the dance.
Let me start this over. According
Sorry.
to theweek.com, the first recorded evidence of marriage ceremonies uniting one woman and one man dates from about 2350 BC in Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia.
They always have the first stuff of everything.
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia.
I mean, it helps that they were also the
Mesopotamia.
first like society, but
Mesopotamia.
That's just what happened.
first written language, first
Right.
record of anything. So I guess.
I
guess.
Mesopotamia. Miso soup.
Miso
You're really
soup.
not okay, are you?
Miso soup tamia.
The TikTok. Oh my God.
There are
Miso
very different
soup.
sides of TikTok that we are not included in.
That's got to
Chris.
be a Gen Z.
It
thing.
is Gen Z
'Cause,
TikTok.
like, I'm not on.
It's literally a TikTok where it's like, I really want some miso soup. Oh my God, miso soup. And then it's, that's the
That's the TikTok.
That's what pisses me off
That's the
sometimes.
sound.
About
It's
TikTok,
old,
how
though.
stuff
It's
like
old.
that just goes viral. It goes dumb. Like nothing
Okay.
was cool to that to me. Like I don't
The
know about
miso
you.
soup?
Yeah, like
It was just a
You know what?
sound to make, it was a
It's
sound to use.
relatable.
Yeah.
That's
It's
true.
relatable.
I get what you're saying though, because sometimes like we'll put out like really fire content,
Yeah.
like good facts. Like we
Yeah.
had like just today we had this one about like all the stupid inventions, and like 2 people liked it. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah,
And I
Yeah.
put in 3 hours to edit this thing, and
there's
Oh, that scared
Okay.
me, bro.
Sorry, I got a notification that looked like a panic thing. Sorry. All right, we're gonna move on to some of our worst / funniest / awkwardest dates and or moments in relationships.
yeah. I thought this was like a good way to cover like all the above.
I think we had
Yeah.
done something similar to this before,
Did
and
we?
I don't remember what I put. So while you're doing yours, I'm gonna go back and see if I can read it.
Okay, I'll start with mine. Then we can go around the table and we'll go through everyone's because I'm sure everyone's got something. So this is a true story. They're all true stories, but so one day I came back home from a trip, and my girlfriend at the time we went out to Chick-fil-A actually, so just if I remember correctly. And
what month?
It wasn't June, I'll
It-
tell you that.
it might have been at the time actually because
See?
How dare you?
I'm not going to
It's
say.
not just me.
I'm not going to say what trip it was, but it was rather June or July. I know that for a fact. So, anyways,
Yikes.
Not alone.
so we got back, and here's the thing: we had not been with each other for like a week. So naturally, afterwards, we were making out and doing stuff like that. And I'm not going too deep, don't worry. But very quickly, I began to realize that there was a gurgling in my stomach, and in the middle of everything, everything came out. And
Shut up.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Oh my
Like on her?
gosh.
No. But it was. I mean, it was around us. Like we were outside, so we weren't doing anything crazy. But it was like we were outside, and it just came out and all over the street. And
Dang.
I bet
Yeah.
she felt like she was the ugliest person in the world. I would have. I'd have been like, dang, what did I do?
I mean, we had
Yeah.
been dating for a while, but still, it was like one of like, oh man, this I feel horrible. But yeah,
Dang.
Oh.
physically and emotionally.
So
Yeah.
what happened after that? Like, did you just go home and like you drove together, right? So the car ride was just silence.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember the exact
Just
conversation,
mourning?
but morning. I don't remember the exact conversation, but I think I blamed it at the time on like, I've been gone for a week, ate some crappy food, and then
Yeah.
came back and ate Chick-fil-A in June, and so it was probably all those things. Yeah,
Jeez.
Dang.
it actually happened a few more times after that, but so it wasn't just that. But yeah, that's a
Bro.
whole other story.
Wait, like with the same person?
Yeah,
Wow.
only this one person.
Womp womp. It's never happened with anybody else. Can't explain it.
That's a sign.
It was very much a sign that
yeah,
I
it
preached
was.
about, actually.
You preached
Yeah,
about
he,
that?
he
Yes.
has.
You're like, yeah, when you don't listen to the Lord, he makes things happen in other ways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
that's so gross.
All right, Tiera, Jordan, you guys got something?
What are you going to share? Because I'm going to share something, but if you want to share it, then you can.
You can share it.
So I'm assuming it's about you both?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so some context. Literally, Jordan and I both only dated one person before we started dating each other. So
Yes.
dating, and the person I dated before Jordan, I don't even consider it like dating because we were in school. We were in high school.
Yeah.
So like there was,
I
we didn't
like
have
your
cars. Yeah. We didn't have cars. We didn't have like, I mean, we had a car in like my senior year, but that's different. Anyways, so we don't have many like date stories, but I remember we went out. We were like we just started talking or something, I think, and we went out to Whataburger. We went out to Whataburger, and I broke up with him at Whataburger,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, I just think I rushed into this, and I don't want this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
had a
And, like,
Whataburger.
yeah, it
Of
was
all
a great.
places.
Right after-
it was a great time.
Right
like
after
we
a
had
number 2, fries, the spicy ketchup,
with bacon,
root beer.
Yeah,
You had
and
the
we had a
burn- you had the
great
burn
conversation.
inside the mouth and in your heart.
Yeah.
It was a
good
great,
meal,
it was a
you know,
great
like,
night, good meal. Like we had
Yeah.
fun. We were laughing the whole time. Like I wasn't even
Didn't
sad.
see it coming.
And just at the end of it, I was like, yeah. So I just think I'm done here.
Yep.
Hey,
So
Sorry.
thanks for the food, but
so I think that was like the worst, most awkward,
Yeah.
Yeah.
most
yeah.
awkward, I guess,
How-
date.
how'd it work for you though?
I mean,
Like in the long run?
in the long run, when do we start?
Do you avoid Whataburger now at all cost?
No, we love Whataburger still.
But it stays in the back of my brain.
He tried.
Every time she's like, let's go to Whataburger, he's like, let's not.
Can we eat somewhere else?
Anywhere else.
Go
Are
through
you
the
trying to tell
drive-thru.
me something? Is there something you're trying to tell me?
Every time you get hard news, it's gonna be at Whataburger now.
Actually,
We need to go to
that's-
Whataburger. I don't think we should. No, Jordan, we need to go to Whataburger.
Dang.
Son of a.
You know,
Can we do it
forget marriage
Yeah.
counseling. We just go to Whataburger and hash out all our problems. Screw that. Save your money.
No, but
funny.
That's
I mean,
what
Sir,
we
this
do.
is a Whataburger.
Sorry,
No.
Whataburger.
I still love Whataburger though.
Yeah, it's still
Stay,
good.
stay away from
Still
the one on
great.
Tremere.
I was going through stuff, y'all, man.
Yeah, valid. It was valid.
Fair enough.
You know,
It is valid.
All
and I
right.
mean, we started dating again, like, what, 2 weeks later?
3 weeks.
Look, yeah, I got broken up with Chris. He was rejected from Gino for years, right?
Never broke up though.
Yeah, but you were
Oh.
rejected.
He said, "Let me." Set
What is
the
that?
record
Okay,
straight."
what? Rejected
Rejected.
but never broke up.
Yeah. So when I first met Janelle, my first words were, "Will you marry me?"
Oh.
So I really liked her.
The,
She's
the reject of all rejections.
Oh.
yeah. Well, it was my first words. Like I would have said no too. Like if anybody came up and was like, "Hey, will you marry me?" No. I literally just met you. No, we're not. No. Also, we were 15. Well, she was 15. I was 16.
Oh, okay.
So like, no, that's not happening. We did not date. I don't think I actually ever officially asked her out though until we did start dating. I think like we had just like talked about it and we're like, nah, that's not a good idea. Or she said that rather. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Okay. But you're gonna date me. And I wasn't creepy about it. Like I said, I was very respectful of the rules and the boundaries. We were just friends, but
It was a date.
You spend enough time with me, you're going to fall in love. I'm
Oh
hilarious and adorable.
God.
Ask Jordan, he'll tell you.
This is very true.
So,
Shut up,
This
bro.
is very true. I
so
mean, look at him.
eventually, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Eventually,
Oh my God.
she decided that she was going to say yes when I asked her. So
Yeah.
I asked
Eventually,
her,
she
she said yes.
decided to tolerate you.
Hey.
She loved me.
Yeah.
You can ask her. She'll tell you. She was in love with me for a long time before we
Really?
started dating.
That's very
So
true.
she was playing
What-
hard to get.
No, she was dating another
No.
dude and was in love with Chris.
Oh,
I was there. I could.
That is that's a Netflix
Again,
show.
again,
That's a Netflix
never crossed the line, never did anything,
No.
never
Dang.
made a move until they were broken up.
You know.
But when they did break
Same
up,
here.
when they did break up,
Same
it was
here.
game
Okay,
on.
but no, you need context to that because I was not sitting there
You-
crushing over you.
It was opposite. I was crushing on her.
He was in love with me for like 6 years.
No.
Toot toot, get to my horn.
three or four.
Bro, just let her think 6.
Yeah.
There's no harm in it.
Whatever. Yeah.
We'll get
You're
to that.
getting
though.
married.
Sky's the limit.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. What about you? You got one?
I've got 2. So I think I talked about the first one on a picnic type date thing with a girl. We ended up sitting in an ant pile,
Ooh.
and fire ants just like completely destroyed everything. Like I had to rip off my pants. It was real embarrassing.
Dang, so you got busy
It
real
was
fast.
Real embarrassing. It was real embarrassing.
Oh,
no,
Lord.
nothing happened. Trust me. It was mostly me ripping off my pants as I was running. So if anything, she may have seen my butt. That's it.
Well,
But that was awful. The most awkward dating experience, though, wasn't even my relationship. I was hanging out with a friend of mine who will remain nameless. I was staying the night at his house.
This is not me. Don't look at me.
No, it was not Tim. It was not Tim, nor was it Jordan. I was staying the night at his house. We were in high school, sophomore. Or
Definitely
junior year.
wasn't me.
Sophomore or junior year. I don't remember. It's probably sophomore year, I think. And he invited this girl over,
oh Lord.
which was fine. We were all friends. Like, it was like, okay, cool. It was not like a relationship thing. Like, it wasn't his girlfriend he invited
Yeah.
over. We were all single. We were all just having fun, hanging out. But as the night went on, we were watching a movie, and a blanket came out, and I was next to the blanket because I was not cold. I'm a very hot-blooded person.
Me too.
And I noticed something out of the corner of my eye going on
Shut
under
up.
the blanket.
Shut up, bro.
no.
Oh my God.
And I was like, bro, I'm on this couch. And he was like, sorry.
Wait, you said that like you
Yeah,
said it out
like
loud.
out loud.
And he said sorry.
I don't want nothing. I'm on this couch, bro.
Wait, what did the girl do?
She just sat there
She was
quietly.
like, sorry. Like what?
Yeah. You think that's bad? They kept going.
No.
I just left.
Bro,
I didn't even say anything the second time. I just got up and
No,
left.
you're a good friend because I would have fought him right
I
there.
got in my it was
would've fought.
it was junior year because I got in
Pants
my
down,
car and
everything.
drove
I would have
home.
fought.
I got in my car and I drove home. It was junior year. Super awkward. Hella awkward. I was like, oh my God. Like, what is happening right now? Yeah. True story. And,
Wait.
And
Personal question.
go on.
Were there noises?
Yeah. That's how I knew.
Dang.
Absolutely
And-
not.
Dang.
Absolutely not.
Not the only time that has happened.
Oh my gosh.
And with
With
a
the
different
same-
person.
Oh my god.
That has happened to me twice in my life.
Wait, with the
needed
same
better
dude?
friends.
Wait,
I do not hang out with these people anymore, Tim. I have better friends now. These are not the
Absolutely
people
not.
that are still in my life.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
I'm so
man.
sorry.
Like, you clearly don't respect me as a person, so
So sorry.
this friendship is done.
All right, you guys got any more? If you don't, I got
Uh,
a couple more I can do real quick.
Let me think about it. Go ahead.
Okay, so this one's not horrible, but it was just looking at it. The picture exists somewhere out there. I don't know where it's at, but
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
my sophomore year, I went to homecoming with my girlfriend at the time, which was Chris's girlfriend, and the other Chris's girlfriend.
Which one?
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
And
got it.
so that was awkward. Thing number one is we went to homecoming together with, like, it's just our friend group at the time. Like
I didn't go.
Well, no, I know that, but like us going out in general, like,
Oh, yeah.
it was just an awkward thing. Anyway, so we went to
It was like the How I Met Your Mother friend group. Like everybody dated
Right,
everybody. It was
right.
like all over the place.
yeah.
Keep it in the family, you know. Actually, Jana one time said, and I got offended by it at the time, but in retrospect, it's hilarious. She was like, if one of you gets mono, you're all getting mono. And I was like, you know what? I know, but hey.
Shout out to Jana.
Oh my god, she needs to watch this.
So
Listen to this.
the whole thing, it's not even funny. Just the whole thing was like she was so much taller than I was, and so in order for us to take a homecoming picture, I had to sit down at her mom's piano table or chair, sit down. There's a picture. That's the picture. Like in order for us to be the round. No, she had to sit down. That's what it was. She had to sit down there, and I was standing next to her.
Good Lord.
Okay, so my last one. So this is back to actually that first person. So we were having a phone conversation.
Who was the first person? Now I'm curious.
You know who it is.
Do I?
Yeah, you know who it is.
Lakeisha?
No, the Shaniqua one.
Oh, Shaniqua. Dang.
Shaniqua.
Same amount of syllables, right? Lakeisha, Shaniqua. That's three.
I can't read lips, Tim.
I'll tell you later. You'll know as soon as I say it, or as soon as I tell the story. So, long story short, Jessica was actually coming into town,
Got it.
and and this person knew I used to have a crush, and I still did at the time, but she didn't know that I had a crush on Jessica, and so, anyways, long story short, that night we were on the phone and we were just saying, good night and everything, and I said I love you, and instead of I love you to that person, I said I love you, Jessica.
Shut up.
Which means he did not go to sleep when he intended. Because he had to spend the next hour and a half apologizing.
Oh, I know she was pissed. What'd she do?
Absolutely, she was pissed.
Shut up.
I think it was more of and if they're listening to this, I'm sorry. I'm not saying your name, but some people are going to know.
But you know.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Past is in the past.
Yeah, it was. I was in love with Jess, so I mean, what can I say?
Been there. homie.
Dang.
Yeah, we had like an hour-long conversation, and I was like, no, it's not true. Sorry, it's just she was here today, and it was just in my brain. It didn't mean anything, even though it meant something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an awkward thing. We kept dating for a long time after that. But
What?
Yeah,
Oh man. See.
that might have been the start of the downfall, but I
The
don't know.
start. All right, moving on to the
Yes.
next thing. Unless you guys have any funny.
I don't think so. Man, see, like, okay. No. I don't have anything
You don't
else.
get a lot of stories like that when you find the person you're supposed to be with real young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because I wish I was like more entertaining and had more like funny stories to look
Yeah,
back at
'cause
and
I
be like,
didn't-
well, I
didn't
messed
date.
up here.
I didn't date in high school. Yeah.
You had one girlfriend. Did you guys have any awkward moments?
Dating in high school is an awkward moment.
You know, yeah, the whole thing is just
Very
awkward.
solid.
No, we dated after high school.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
I just cut that part. out.
Jeez. Wow.
It's true. A lot of years of just trying to block it out.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like I don't really remember.
No, seriously.
I've done that.
Like a trauma block, but not
No,
necessarily
like
It's
trauma.
real.
Mine is a legit trauma block.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the, like I have to go through a list of the girls that I dated. I'm like, I don't remember anything about that relationship.
Yeah.
That's
But
wild.
then I back out and I'm like, it's not just that relationship. I don't remember anything about that year of my life, so it's fine. It's not just her. Like it's that whole year has been blocked. It's fine.
Jeez.
Yeah,
It wasn't you, it's me.
yeah, it's definitely me. It's my own. My therapist would tell you exactly what it is. Let's move on though from the funniest and awkwardest to the best dates you've ever been on, or suggestions to the best dates.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dem?
The best one I've ever been to is Jessica took me to a soccer game, and that was awesome. It was my first one too. We went to FC Dallas. It was for my birthday, and like we had dinner in Dallas, and I got to hang out there, and then we went to the game, and
Oh,
it
nice.
was really fun. Dallas won, and we were really up close, like in the second row, I think.
Oh wow.
So it was a lot of fun.
That's
Really-
cool.
really
I
cool
like
stuff.
soccer games.
Soccer games are fun.
I've only
Sweet.
been to one Austin FC game,
Yeah,
and that
they're
was
great.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell our best date?
It doesn't have to be just you guys. Like you
We
can,
don't-
You can
we-
use your previous. High
Okay.
school
Do you want to tell a
experiences.
best date?
Just be aware that if it's not her, it's. Gonna be
I'm not gonna
It's
be
gonna be a
offended.
problem.
No, I think one of our best dates is when we were on lockdown. The world was on lockdown when COVID hit and everything. We went to the park. I surprised her with food, like with spaghetti and wine.
Oh yeah, he made all of this stuff
yeah,
himself.
all these
in
things.
a cutesy little picnic basket.
Yeah, had this whole basket, everything planned. We played games, and it was like perfect, pretty perfect.
Yeah,
It was a good
pretty
day.
cool. It was in the middle of the park, and nobody was there.
Nobody was there,
It was
obviously.
great.
Man,
But
picnic dates are just the best.
Yeah,
Picnic.
they're pretty chill. Picnic basket.
yeah, so it was great.
Picnic date. What about you?
That is adorable. So I've got 3. My number one though was when I took Janelle time traveling for her birthday.
Shut up.
We went to a museum. We went to the one of the first restaurants in Austin that's still open. We went to see a Beatles cover band called Rain,
Ooh.
which was super cool. And it was just a really fun night, really cool experience. We got to go through all the different time periods of Texas because we went to the Bob Bullock Museum and then
Yeah,
all of that. So it was cool.
that's dope.
That's nice.
Yeah. One of my favorite things to do, though, is literally just running errands. Today, we did that. It was a little stressful because the baby. But a lot of times, I just like going out, running errands, grocery shopping, picking stuff up, doing whatever we need to do.
You like grocery shopping, Danelle?
I do.
And
It's really fun.
and it begins.
Jordan hates grocery shopping, and he never wants to go with me, and it makes me sad.
I like that. We both
I
don't
go
like
with
to
you.
No, he
You
does
both
go
don't
with
like
me
to-
though.
I do go with you.
Sometimes he sacrifices,
Yeah,
and he goes.
Don't make it a sacrifice, man. Just do it.
I'm
It's fun.
working on it.
It can be.
Work in progress.
To be fair, there's a lot of things that he wants to do that I don't like doing either. So
is true.
I guess we can talk about this in the advice section. Moving on.
We'll get there. We'll get
You
there.
should say. You should. Are you done?
I will be. I mean, go ahead.
Are you done?
Are you done? Sir,
Are you done?
But
Are you
are
done?
you done, though?
I didn't want to cut you off.
You did though. We did.
Sorry.
I did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It happens.
You keep going. Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
You want to tell the Khalid story? That's probably our
Whoa.
best date ever.
Oh Lord, where do you even begin?
Okay,
no,
I'll-
wait. Were you done though?
Yeah, like
I mean, I've got one more, but
No, let him go.
Wrap it
ahead,
up.
go
Wrap it
ahead,
up.
go ahead.
Wrap
Yeah,
it
yeah,
up.
So recently, we went to the immersive Van Gogh exhibit in Dallas. I took
Ooh.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was
Dude,
really,
I wanna go
really cool.
there.
I got videos and stuff. I'll show you when we're done. But it was a really cool experience. We sat through it twice, even though we only paid for it once because, gangsters. And afterwards, we went out to dinner with my aunt, my cousin, and my uncle. They met us up at a
Your dad's side, right?
no, on my mom's side, ironically, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so these.
Oh, I thought because I remember like Maybe I'm getting it mixed up, but I thought they were the fun side of the
Oh,
family.
no. That's my mom's brother. This was my mom's sister.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so my mom's sister's actually pretty cool. She met up with us, and we had a real good time just catching up because I haven't seen her in forever. So we were just catching up, having a nice dinner at an Asian steakhouse type thing, and had drinks, appetizers. It was real fun. And then we went home, had a couple of cigars on the way home, and picked up the baby, and then went to the house. It was great.
That's
Had a
dope.
That
blast.
sounds like a really good.
That
It was a
sounds like a
really
good
great
time.
night.
It's a
It
blasty
was one of the best dates we've had in a long time. Yeah.
That's dope.
Aw, that's really fun.
That's dope.
And then
Now I'm done. Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then yeah.
Oh, we
Oh
didn't.
my
We didn't have to.
God.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah.
I was
Hey,
waiting for some. one
I'm
of
married.
y'all.
I can talk about it.
Literally.
Yeah.
bangity bang.
Bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang,
bang,
bang,
bang,
bangity
bangity
bang.
bang. You said
Bada
it, bang,
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 bangity
bangity
bang.
I thought we were gonna keep going. I was kind of vibing. Okay,
All right, now you can cut me off. Now
All
I'm
right.
I
done.
can cut you off.
I'm done.
Jordan, you gotta help me with this story because I want to make it short and sweet, not
Okay.
like a super long, extensive thing.
So, we went to a Kelly concert in Dallas.
We had this planned out.
Planned out
It was a weekend thing.
a weekend thing with the hopes, thinking of like, my uncle and aunt weren't doing anything, knowing that they travel.
They live in
every
Dallas.
week. Yeah, they live in Dallas. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll just stay with them. Didn't think to ask them or anything. I was just gonna pop up on it.
Literally, like we take it serious when people are like, "Yeah, just come whenever."
Yeah.
like we're like,
And they're the
"Okay,
type
we're
of
gonna
people.
come
They're the type of
whenever."
people.
Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna do it.
So we went and we called, and they were
We
in
went.
South Carolina.
Wait, hold on. So we went to Dallas the day before we already had tickets for a Khalid concert the next day.
Yes.
So we were planning to go stay with his aunt and uncle and hang out with them for the day,
Yep.
and then go to the concert the next day and then go home.
Yep.
We get to Dallas, call them. We're in front of their house, and they're not even in Texas.
Nope.
They were
It's
gone.
like, sorry, bud.
Yeah.
It's pretty much
So, what do? We had like no money.
Yep.
We got like this super cheap,
Hotel.
like motel, like
Yeah.
really cheap, like somewhere,
On the
and
really bad side of town.
yeah, like it was real ghetto.
Out
we
in
didn't
Oak
even
Cliff.
have enough money to like get food, so we shared Freebird's nachos.
Yes.
And one
was-
large drink. That's all we had enough for was that and gas. And we went to the motel and watched movies or something and had the little bowl of nachos and
Yeah.
then our large drink. And we went to the concert the next day and drove home at like 2 a.m. because the concert ended so late.
And it's
We were-
super late. It was the best time because Khalid is amazing.
Oh, it was so fun. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't have traded that for the world, even
Yeah.
though it didn't
It was
work
worth
out.
it. Yeah,
This
it was
concert's
super-
amazing, but I'm so hungry.
Like it was,
Yeah.
it was wild, man. Like we had like $5 in our bank account.
I don't think you guys realize how lucky you were not to be in a horror movie. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that sounds like a horror movie.
or like a gang violence drama. Right. These are like background characters.
yeah,
They were just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
right.
Yeah.
yeah. It was
The wrong motel.
a little scary. It was a little scary, but it was
Yeah.
really fun.
Good time.
Okay, so
And-
for future reference, if you guys need anything, you can
Oh.
call me.
Hey.
We know
we're
now.
we're in a better
I don't
financial
know why
spot.
we didn't want to call we didn't call anybody.
No.
I don't even
I
think I
would've
told my
Cash App'd you.
parents.
Yeah.
I don't even think I told my parents.
'Cause
I was
this
just kind of
was-
like, yeah, we're good.
This was
We're
in
fine.
2019. Yeah, 2019, July.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man. We just did it. We were like, whatever.
Yes,
That's just how we are, though. We're just independent. Like, we can do this. We'll figure it out.
yeah,
And
it
now
is
we're
what it is.
Good.
not anymore. But yeah, that was a really good date. It was awesome.
Adventure.
Yes.
Yeah, adventure.
Yeah, that was a
The
fun.
unknown
Oh, yeah.
Really though.
A lot of
is
unknowns.
pretty fun.
All right. Well, anything else from you, Tim?
No, man.
any-
Picnic. A lot of picnic ones. Those are always fun.
Tim just likes picnics.
Yeah.
We should go on one.
Yeah,
We should all go on one.
All right.
A triple date.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Aw.
When?
I don't know. It's hot.
We'll figure it out.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's not hot.
Yeah, it's hot.
And we can find a babysitter.
Oh, yeah. Y'all
Yeah.
have kids.
Let's move on to some marriage tips from C and Tim.
Cool.
Go.
Why do you
Hit
put it
me.
like that?
Hit me.
Because I typed in C and T and then I did questions with Jordan and I was gonna put J and T. I was like, oh wait, that might be confusing. So I put my name and Tiera's name and then I put Jordan. But then
But
yeah.
you didn't give me. You didn't
I'm
give
sorry.
Me my full name?
I was busy. I was in a rush and I apologize. You are C and Chris to me. You're all the things.
All right, I'll take it.
That was
Marriage
beautiful.
tips from Chris and Tim,
was
and
romantic.
questions from Jordan and Tier. What's your first marriage tip, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, this is mainly just for me because this is my personality. But don't try to fix everything. You know, it's just a thing. Like some days you just need to talk and to not just let it out. You know what I'm saying? And not every situation has to be a fix-it moment. Some moments are just a stress moment, and you just need to let it out. And some moments are just a hard moment. Just let it be hard. And then if they want help, that'll come down later to what we talk about communication. But talk about it. But not every moment has to automatically be a fixed moment where you need to figure it out, because that's the thing I'm still working on today. Is like not every single thing we talk about has to be me trying to figure out why we're talking about it. That takes away from me being in the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, one of the things that Janelle and I do when we're having rough times is we'll ask, is there anything you want or need me to do?
Mm-hmm.
And that's not just like, do we need to talk this out? Do we need to fix the problem? It's like, hey, can I get you like a soda while you sit there and just think it through? Can I leave you alone for 10 minutes? Can I take the baby on a walk? Something. And that's really helpful. So, yeah, good tip.
Good
Good
tip.
tip.
My marriage tip is always make the coffee. And this is more for you.
Straight at me.
Yeah.
You said it.
Just because I always put all the pressure on the man anyway.
Aw.
Yeah, women don't deserve all the pressure they already have. So, like,
Oh, word.
I agree.
yeah, life is hard enough being a woman. So
Brownie
Yes.
points. Look at that.
Anyways,
Take some notes.
always make the coffee. So in my house, I don't drink coffee. We have a coffee maker. I don't drink coffee at all. I actually cannot stand coffee. But every morning, well, I try to get up every morning and make Janelle coffee. Sometimes if she's up before I am, she does it. But I always make her coffee hopefully without having to be reminded or without having to be told. I try to make the coffee because it's something that I can do for her that just lets her know, hey, I'm thinking of you. I'm putting your desires, your needs first. It's not costing me an arm and a leg to do that. And it's something that she would do herself that I can just as easily do just to take some pressure off of her.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be coffee, obviously. You can figure out what that is in your relationship. But always make the coffee. And then follow up, clean as you go. Like it's not hard. If you let the mess build,
It's a
and
good
I mean
habit.
this like as a physical mess, like dishes in the sink and like clothes everywhere.
Oh God, yeah.
If you let it build, it's so much harder than to just take
This
care
is
of it
true.
as you go.
It's such a good habit too, because if you have kids or even pets, it just adds to everything. It's like it's just over the years everything builds up more and more. So like first it was diapers, and then second it was toys, and then it's just everything else, food left out, and it just
Yeah.
clean up as you go. It's a good
Clean
one.
as you go.
That's a good one.
That's just a life hack.
We clean as we cook. I mean, as far as that goes,
That's a hard one too.
we're all right at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
Working on
Tiera
that.
doesn't like dishes.
I hate dishes.
Me too.
Well,
Yeah.
then you do the
Nice.
dishes,
Exactly.
and you can do something that he hates.
He hates laundry.
yes.
So
There you go.
I hate folding
I
laundry.
do laundry. Yeah.
Look, I actually enjoy folding and putting away laundry. Janelle enjoys cooking. I can cook to save my life, but don't ask it to be delicious. And Janelle's pretty good at laundry, but she hates doing it. So I do the laundry, she does cooking. That easy.
Yeah.
Also, she cooks every day, so I like do the yard work, and I take out the trash and all that stuff. So
Teamwork.
makes a
Do you
dream
have any
work.
questions for us?
I do.
Yeah,
Hold
she's
on,
got
my phone
questions.
turned off. Okay.
Questions?
Okay. Question 1. I have
She has them listed. Oh my god,
I have 3 questions.
No,
3
that was a
questions.
long note. No, that was a long note.
Shh,
You
it's
ask one
3
and I'll ask one.
questions. I starred the ones.
We'll just go back and forth.
Question
Okay.
number 1, subsection A-2.
Yep.
You weren't supposed to see this. Okay. Question number 1. What's something you feel like you taught your partner versus what's something that your partner has taught you?
Ooh.
The fix it thing for me, like, and that was directly for me. Like with me and Jess.
Did you teach her that, or did she?
No,
teach you
she
that?
taught me that.
Yeah.
That not everything has to be a fixable moment.
Oh, I could have told you that. Yeah. I just wanted them to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that one. That's the next question. Sorry, continue.
I'm trying to think the other way around. Jess taught me a lot. There's a lot of
I
shit.
can't think of anything I've taught her. I've taught her nothing.
So overload.
I don't know, Chris. You got anything off the top of your head?
For me, Janelle has taught me that I am worth more than what I can do for other people. Growing up in we'll just say the household I grew up in, that was not necessarily like preached at me, but it was definitely a value instilled in me. Like, you are only as valuable as what you can do for other people, for the amount of people you can help.
Yeah.
If you have 5 minutes of free time and you're not spending it on someone else, you're selfish. And Janelle is definitely, it's a process, but she's helping me break that. Something I feel like I've taught her is that it is okay to stress over things sometimes, but not everything is as stress-inducing as we like to make it out to be.
And
Everything will be okay.
And there's another thing that Jess is teaching me.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
person,
I'm
but
aware. Yeah.
same thing.
I had to teach you first. That's
He had practice.
That's how I know That's how I know how to teach Janelle.
That's a good one.
No, but that's something. And again, it's always a process. It's never something where just like one time and you're like, oh, I got it. Like, it takes time. It's a process. You got to keep working with them, and she's got to keep working with me. It's a back and forth. But those are a couple of the things.
That's a good answer.
I don't know if I taught her this, but it's something I'll pride myself with saying that, because it helped me in my deconstruction too, was even early on in our marriage, I was very self-aware in the fact that I didn't want to be the husband that had any, and this is going to sound horrible because it is in the extreme versions of this, but any rules for her or any expectations for her or anything like that. Like, you're your own person. You do whatever you want, especially with your own body, with your own beliefs or anything like that. And so it was very much a, like, look, if you want me to do something around the house, just ask. Like, ask anything. Like, we can have a conversation about it. There's no roles in this house. Like, even early on, I was pretty proud of myself for that. We don't have to meet the expectations of our parents or of anyone else regarding our faith or anything like that. And so it's one of the things I think we've been teaching ourselves in a way, is just we have conversations about what we are good at and what we're not good at, and then we try to just do the things and just try to be there for one another in those things.
I see, that's one of those differences between couples, though. Like, not every couple is going to be the same way. Not every relationship piece of advice is going to work for every different relationship.
Yeah.
So for that sake of argument, like, Janelle hates when I say that. Like, if you need me to do something, just ask. Like, she's one of those people that's like, something needs to be done. You can see it, just do it. Which I've been getting really good at lately. It's something that took me a while to finally get, but I've been working on it a lot. I think I'm doing a lot better now. But initially, like, that was a problem, because she hated that. Because I would never ask for anything, because I'm like, it doesn't really need to be done. But there were things that she wanted me to do that she didn't ask, and because I'm like, oh, well, if I need something, I'll ask.
Yeah.
I would expect that from her. Like, if she needs something, she'll ask, and that's not the kind of person she is.
Right.
So it doesn't work for everybody, but it is cool that it works for you guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's good answers.
Oh,
Next.
want to ask the next question?
What did you learn from your past relationships that you think helped you be successful in your marriage?
That's a good question.
Say that one more time.
What did you learn from your past relationships that you think helped you be successful in your marriage?
Well, first off, don't date a cheater. I'm just kidding.
Good Lord.
It's a good rule.
I think control was the biggest one for me. Like, just my personality, I like to have a sense of control in everything I do. And so, not that I like to control my girlfriend necessarily, but it was just I at the time liked to know what was going on, and that I had to know details in her life, but well, it might have been, I just probably didn't realize it, but I don't think it was in an unhealthy way. But even still, it was unhealthy to me that I was worried about certain things, certain aspects. I would notice something off or weird, and I would have to know, why are you off? What is wrong? Let me help you fix it. That kind of mentality. And so what I learned, especially from that one big relationship I had, was I just need to let go of control. It doesn't have to. It's not up to me.
Yeah.
Truth.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it wasn't so much like a lesson that I learned, but just, all right, at the risk of sounding weird, bad, I don't know, braggadocious, whatever you'd say, I dated a lot of different girls in high school. High school and college, that was like my time period. I dated a lot of different girls, and I learned what I liked and what I did not like. Just different habits that they had, pretty much anything about a girl that I could pick apart and be like, yep, I don't like that, I like that, I don't like that. I like that. I put it onto a list. And then when it came time to like settle down and actually find my wife, Janelle, at the time, I compared her to this list. And I did that like from my first girlfriend moving forward to each girlfriend. Like I would compare them to the list previous and be like, all right, is this a major red flag? Is this something I can live with? And I just kind of like back and forth with that list versus the current girl. And then if there was a problem with it, I put it on the list, move on. And that's basically what I did. I know it sounds bad, but that's what I did. That's how I learned what I like and what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously there are things that you can grow together to like and not like. You can learn things together. Things can be fixed or broken, whatever they need to be. Yep. But the red flags, I knew going into each relationship what I wanted to avoid. So that would probably be the most important thing I learned.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And the thing is, I've never heard, like I've heard of that, like for women. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of it from like a male perspective, like guys making a list for like.
So here's the thing.
Girl
for all intents and purposes, when it comes to like stereotypical gender roles, I think I'm pretty flipped when it comes to like relationships and emotions. Like I'm a writer. I write out my emotions. I cry if I need to cry. I can feel what I'm feeling and I can explain it to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sometimes when I talk, I just want to be heard. I don't really need a solution or anything like that. So I've always been one of those guys that had a lot of female friends, and not just because I'm one of those guys that has female friends. Like that's just who I meshed with better.
Yeah.
Like I could hang out with guys all day long for sure, but I preferred the company of women because I meshed with them better on an emotional level. So it's always worked out for me.
Yeah. Wow.
It's good.
It's really good.
Really good. Okay. I think I can ask one more unless you guys want more.
No, give me more.
Okay, so Jordan just picked this one off of my list of 50 million questions.
All right.
Feel free to ask
the
us
question.
later,
The
by the way.
question is in.
The question is in. Do you or did you ever get bored in your relationship, and how do you like recover from that?
Like in my current relationship?
Yeah, like in your marriage, like when things get boring or things get too consistent, like you just get into a pattern and you get bored. How do you fix that?
I don't know if bored is the right word to use, because what it becomes, at least from my experience, is it becomes just, it's not boring. I've never had a boring moment with Jess.
Right.
I've had slow moments with Jess, but that's, to me, that's just the waves of relationships. Is there's moments where things are okay to be chill. Now, you still need to have exciting and you need to be intimate, but intimacy doesn't always have to be crazy, loud, awesome, big, loud things. I don't know how I'm trying to say that, but there is there has to be an observance of it at least. Like, okay, unless it's really a long period of time, which I haven't experienced that, at least I don't think, it's okay to have those waves of we're just chill and we're tired or we're stressed, and it's okay to not try to do everything all at once. And so if you're talking about like the excitement level of a relationship, that's not the goal to me. At least I don't think it should be.
Yeah.
But having the communication of where you're at and where we're okay, and like we've had seasons where I was just like she asked me a few times like are you okay, like you just seem off. I'm like I had kind of like this dual personality sometimes where like I'm usually a talkative person, I'm usually pretty personable, but then sometimes I'm just don't want to talk and I just want to just be chill, and I'll be there, I'll be attentive to our kids and everything, but some days I'm just not very talkative, and so I just want to lay back. And so it's just recognizing, at least if you're in those down parts of the wave, at least for me.
So for me, there's a shop on Fort Hood Road called Cindy's. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Just
that helps too.
No, truthfully, it is very similar to what Tim said. Like, you're going to go through waves of ups and downs, sideways and straight ways. It doesn't really matter. You're making a decision to be with this one person. So there's not a lot of variety as far as like who or what you're going to be able to see and do. The most important thing is that you understand it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you're not looking to go 100% of the time for a short amount of time. You're trying to make this last. So you're growing together. You're learning new things together. You can try new things by yourself or together, it doesn't really matter. Like if you want to go skydiving and you've never gone skydiving before and she's down to go skydiving, take her skydiving. If you want to take some cooking classes, if you want to go F1 Formula racing, whatever, try to involve him. If he doesn't want to go, do it yourself, and then that can be your hobby, and you guys can just talk about it between the two of you.
Yeah.
That's
good.
always a good way to look at it is as you're finding new things, find them together.
Yeah.
That's a good way to stop yourself from being bored.
Well, I was going to add to that because that's a great way of saying that because there's also a level of discovery. Is once you're with someone for a long period of time, if you're both healthy people, you will not be the same person you were when you first got married.
Oh, yeah.
If you're healthy, because you should be growing, you should be changing. And I mean, obviously, there's still
That's what I
person.
was going to say at the end.
Oh darn! I'm sorry.
You're ruining it.
My point is that you're going to change, and there has to be, as long as you're both in that committed relationship, you're still communicating about it. There is a recognition that you're going to change over time, and that might mean very different dynamics versus how you were at the very beginning of your relationship. And so, yeah,
That's good.
Word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, it really helps that, like, aside from Tim, Janelle is like my best friend in the world. There's
Yeah.
not a situation that I've ever been in that I wouldn't want to turn around and be like, "Hey, babe," and talk to her about. You know.
Yeah.
And she says the same thing. Like, there's no situation in her life that she wouldn't want me there for, the good and the bad. So
That's good.
yeah,
Wow.
that's all I got.
That's all the questions we got. Yeah.
cool.
All right.
Feel free to ask us the rest of those on our own personal time.
Cool.
We've got
Cool.
a group thread, so text.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, this is true.
All right.
last segment.
Last one. I guess the last one we'll do is the golden rule to a healthy marriage.
Golden egg.
Yeah.
Golden egg. Okay. Is that another Willy Wonka reference?
I don't know.
The goose that laid the golden egg. They didn't have a
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah.
Old Willie.
yeah, the old Willy Wonka,
Oh.
not the Charlie, because the Charlie and Chocolate Factory replaced it with squirrels. This is before your time.
Shut up. We're the same age.
Before our time.
I didn't say it was. I just said it was before theirs, and also ours.
Also,
All right, I'll do this real quick, and then you guys can bounce off too. But just
Okay.
two quick things that I think are like super important, at least the things that came into my head when I was writing this down. Healthy communication. Just like practice, you can practice badly. You can have bad practice. You need healthy communication. And so, like I mentioned earlier, it's not just about fix. It's about listen, and it's a lot of times it's just what do you need in this moment right now? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to figure it out? Do you, like what Chris was doing, like do you need a soda? Do you just need a break? And those kind of things. Healthy communication can go a long way. And then one of the things that I still actually, one of the good things I definitely still remember about the evangelical world was a book, the whole thing, like the love languages, about learning about what is good, which is healthy communication in a way, I guess, is learning about what works for your partner and what they need in the long term and in the short term, both mentally, physically, emotionally, all those things. And so, I'd still recommend that. Maybe not the religious version of it, but the learning what your partner needs is a great way, because sometimes you the way you speak to someone is what you would want instead of what they actually need.
Yeah.
So
That's
for
good.
sake of argument, like one of Janelle's love languages is gifts. She loves getting gifts. I could not care less. Like I'm not a gift guy, but I love giving gifts because I see how it makes her happy. I see that she enjoys it. And that is one of those love languages that's been shamed by the church. We'll talk about that at a later date. But it doesn't have to be like a Tiffany diamond bracelet from whatever 1981, 1902.
It's a very specific example.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be a giant
Got
necklace.
a backstory for that?
The heart of the ocean, basically. Like I can literally pick her a flower from the side of the road and just, hey, I thought of you today. Give her a flower, and she's like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing I've ever gotten in my life, and she put it in her face. Like she loves it.
Yeah.
So it
I love that.
and the way
That's
that
cool.
she does things for me, like one of mine is acts of service. I hate doing things. So when somebody's like, hey, I did this for you, it's like, oh my God. You're doing things for me. Somebody cares. And that's one of those things, like she makes me food and she'll make my plate, bring it to me on the couch or something after I've had a long day. And she's like, hey, just enjoy your food. I'm like, I will. I will. Like crying over it. So just learning each other's love languages. my advice would be to keep dating and put each other first. And I don't mean like keep going on dates, although you should definitely do that. But keep dating each other, like keep trying to find out who each person is, because as Tim ruined earlier, you will both be growing as people as life goes on.
Yeah.
Life happens to you and you adapt and react. That's what growth is. It's always going to change who you are. So who you guys are at 18 is not who you are at 22. It's not who you are at 30. It's not who you are at 50. Yeah. I would say in the past 10 years, since I've 11 years now, been with Janelle, I've probably dated like 4 different women, and all of them have been Janelle. She is a vastly different person now than she was when we got together. And I love finding out every new thing, every little change, every aspect of who she is as a person. Right. It's my favorite thing to do. If you can make that your favorite thing to do about each other, that's right there. You've already got the solid foundation that the church always talks about building your relationship on.
Yeah.
Firm foundation.
Firm foundation.
Look, your firm foundation can be Jesus, or it can just be each other. Whatever. All right. Last piece of advice then would be... Yeah, it's going to get weird. Last piece of advice, find out what your partner likes in bed and do it.
Just do it.
If you don't like it, become okay with it.
Word.
That's it. That's
also
because that's also going to change moving forward.
True. And you never know. You might like it.
Try anything twice. That's what I say.
First time scary. Second time you're actually trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least twice. Try everything at least twice.
Got it.
Is that like just with sex, or are we talking about like in life in general?
Well,
Both,
I use
but
that in
definitely
life in
sex.
general, but I'm specifically referring to sex right now.
Okay.
Oh, try
Got it.
everything twice. Okay.
Try everything twice.
Good to know. Thank you.
As long as it doesn't cross like a firm boundary that you guys have
Foundation.
set. Like,
Yeah.
for example, Janelle and I are not about other people in our relationships. So
Oh, yeah.
as long as it doesn't cross that,
No,
like
no
if it's just
polygamy.
the two of us, we'll try anything at least twice.
Well, cool.
And we have tried a lot of things.
Good to know.
All right.
Thank you.
Do you guys have anything? Any golden nuggets for us?
Golden nuggets. I'm curious to know everybody's love language since Chris mentioned that. My love language is words of affirmation.
Yeah, taking the test, mine is words of affirmation, but I think I definitely appreciate acts of service a lot more.
I also
but
like
because
acts of
I was
service.
shamed as a child for liking those things.
Dude.
It's a trauma response.
Dude, that's
Same,
so
same.
crazy.
Yeah,
We're the
same.
Samesies. What is yours?
Quality time, physical touch.
Of course, yeah, he's a quality time person for sure.
I'm very mixed because I find a lot of joy in all these things. Like definitely physical touch.
Tim's
but
like, just love me.
I mean, I do like gifts. I mean, especially gifts that are meaningful.
Yeah.
But yeah, physical touch especially.
Yeah, I'm quality time, acts of service.
Quality time to me is just being in the same room. Like
Yeah.
that's fine enough with me. Like if we're in the same room, I'm great. Like
Yeah.
let's talk about let's send each other.
That's quality
text.
time.
Yeah,
As long as you're not yelling at me.
yeah, we're good.
Jordan.
Just sitting in a room with somebody, it's like, dude, I think she likes me. It's a waiting room at a doctor's office.
Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't have
Yeah.
anything else to say.
I think that's going to be it then. Also, if you guys out there in listener land have any relationship advice or relationship stories or really anything about relationship, just talk to us, man. Communicate with
Communication.
us. Send us a message, comment, reply, whatever. I don't know what we do on social medias. I'm not tech
Comments.
savvy.
You can DM.
Comments. You can DM us. Slide into our DMs.
It goes down
I
in
don't
the
think
DMs.
people say that anymore.
Do they not?
The down in the DMs thing is still a thing too.
Oh, I was just singing the song.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't
Whatever.
know. I haven't heard slide into the
Let
DMs
us
in a
know.
while.
Anyways, we're going to go for another
He's mad
break.
that I'm
We will
shaming
be
him as an
right
old
back.
head.
You millennials here.
Down, kids. And much like Michael Jackson in the 80s, the late 80s, we are back. Because he had like a little dip for a while in his
Okay.
career, but then he's like, whoop, shot right back up. Yeah.
Shot back.
Like Michael Jordan. Like he left the Bulls. and
Like
came
Michael
back.
Jordan
I'm
Yeah.
back.
in the NBA, we're back.
Or-
Back in, I'm better.
And I took that personally.
nice.
All right, guys. We're just going to wrap this up real quick with some fan questions.
Oh, I have a thing.
Boots and cats and boots and
This is why we don't have her on too.
What? I'm pretty fun. You got to admit that was cool.
You're-
Actually, I
you
think
both are fun.
you've been
You both are
on
fun.
more than most of our guests.
Really?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Has he
I'm
been on
honored.
like 2-3 times? Jordan's been on like
This is your
4 or
third
5.
appearance.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even remember.
Yeah, cool.
Crazy.
All right. Well, we're here to
Who'da thought?
answer your questions, which, as I said earlier, we will get through our social medias, our emails, or our Always More hotline,
Yes.
which is where you can leave a voicemail question because we will not be answering that phone at 254-218-4042. Once again, that is
254-218-4042.
all right. Speaking of questions, Jess, your lovely wife, asked, what celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
Zendaya.
Wow.
Zendaya,
That was
100%.
fast.
I would marry her
Wow.
tomorrow.
I wouldn't.
Because we're married.
No. I feel like I've talked about this before on the podcast. So I was going through a really hard, traumatic time in my life, and I had a dream that I was born into another family, and Zendaya was my sister.
Oh, you told us
Yes.
about
When
this.
anytime
Yes.
somebody like talks about Zendaya in a
okay.
bad way, I get incredibly defensive. I'm like, that is my
Bro, that's
sister.
my
I will
sister,
murder
man.
you. Like, I know it sounds weird. I promise it's not as weird as it sounds. It's not like a creepy, obsessive thing, but like I get mad, like personally. I would say Zendaya can do no wrong.
Word. She can't.
And
Never mind.
the only person I think that even comes close to Zendaya, Tom Holland.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
perfect for each other.
Yeah,
They're
right.
good for each other.
Yeah.
Love them.
Like, I would still give him crap for dating my sister, but, you know, truthfully, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
No, he's
she,
awesome.
She
Yeah.
could do a lot worse.
Yeah.
This one's really hard for me because like there's so many actors out there that I think are phenomenal actors, but they're like,
Terrible people.
You know she
Right.
means physically a perfect 10.
is that what she meant?
Does it? Oh.
Yes.
I thought no.
I don't-
I feel like it's how you interpret that.
Look,
that though.
there's also beautiful people, but because of what they do, are horrible and ugly.
Yeah,
Oh,
it knocks
okay,
them
now-
down
now
like
I'm
3
tracking.
points.
I thought you meant
Yeah.
like their acting and stuff. I was
Well,
like,
that too.
No,
No.
like their personalities.
personality for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah,
I'm viewing this as
That's like one of my
personality,
favorite-
looks.
that's one of my
acting
favorite
skills.
trends. I don't know if it's on Gen Z TikTok. I know it's on millennial, but like rate the rating. It's like this girl is an 8, but she
Oh.
unironically says Paschetti instead of spaghetti. So you're like, that's a 6.
Yeah.
Or like this guy is a 3, but he wants to tear down capitalism. 9. Immediately. Like this guy is a 4, but he's 6'8". 10. 10. He's an unathletic
6'8",
6'8".
good gosh.
Still 10.
Still 10. Dude, that's funny. Actually, I feel like I've been on that TikTok for like 2 seconds. Remember that?
Someone see something.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's probably you.
probably Chris.
Maybe.
I don't know, Pedro Pascal. Every time I think about
I
him,
know.
I think he's just great all around. He's a great actor. He's funny. He's comical. He's attractive man. All the things.
You're not wrong. Prince Oberyn.
Yeah,
tier.
yeah.
What are you going to say?
Thinking of 2 people.
Just say both of them.
Both
First-
Oh,
Both.
Both of them.
I would.
sorry. Keep going. Keep
Okay,
going. Another one popped in my head.
Okay.
Oh.
I'd say Doja Cat.
Love her.
Doja Cat.
She does not give a F.
She is one
Like-
of the best people on TikTok.
I know.
swear,
I was
like,
actually going to say her next.
Her TikToks, her Instagram
They're
lives,
the best.
her. Oh my God, the selfie she put
My-
on her
my
story
favorite's just
yesterday.
I love her.
Am I high? Are you asking if I'm high?
It's just funny.
No, I'm not.
I saw TikTok. Somebody said, I think Doja forgets she's like a celebrity sometimes.
She does,
She was on
100%.
Instagram Live, and she was on a floaty in her pool just sleeping on Instagram Live.
Literally for like, it was long,
It was an
dude.
hour-long live,
She
and
was
everybody's
just
just like, "When is she gonna wake up?" Yeah, so
That's so awesome. I
um,
love Doja. I want to be her friend one day.
she's
I
really
hope
cool.
she can grace me
Yeah.
with her presence
Um,
one day.
second would, he just on my mind. Stephen Curry. I feel like that man could do no wrong.
Really?
Oh.
Didn't
It's a
he?
quality
That's a
cheat on his
basketball
wife?
player.
No,
He didn't cheat on his wife.
No, who am I thinking of?
Kobe.
Kobe.
Oh.
How did I get those two confused?
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, great
Because
basketball
they
player,
both have great wives.
great family.
Or like
You know.
somebody said his wife was doing something and like they came to each other's defense. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Somebody accused his wife of cheating, and
Something like
they
that,
both were
yeah.
like, "Nah, that's not how we roll."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like their his
found out
family.
they were
Yeah.
right.
Another one popped in my head.
Oh,
And I'm surprised you haven't said this person, but this person actually reminds me of another person, which is the person I'm going to say now, and that's Anne Hathaway.
wow.
Anne Hathaway is a goddess. I don't even consider her a celebrity.
She is like
Anne Hathaway.
I don't know what I saw her in the other day, but I'm like, this person is just a beautiful human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever had that
Was
moment?
it any moment of her life?
But it's like just
I
genuine.
have loved Anne Hathaway since Princess Diaries. Okay.
Yes.
But I'm
She
surprised
is-
you haven't said the person who she actually reminds me of, Meryl Streep.
Yeah, Meryl Streep. Her and Anne Hathaway, both goddesses. I don't consider them celebrities. Like, it doesn't even pop into my head to compare them to other human beings.
Oh my God.
Like that.
That's
I
high.
don't know what you
Wow.
want. I don't know what you want. They could play any role and be the correct
Literally.
actor for that role.
This is
You
true.
could have hired Anne Hathaway for Nathan Drake in Uncharted. And I would have been like, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm there. I'll watch it. Meryl Streep could play Batman and be the right
He's
choice.
like, oh, this makes so much sense.
Yes.
He's like, this is perfect.
No one else could
Perfect
have done this
choice.
better. No one else. Like, I would pay physical money out of my pocket to just watch the two of them sit in a chair
Oh God.
and
Fall
say
asleep on
and do
Instagram
nothing.
Live like Doja Cat. Oh my gosh.
To just sit there. I would pay physical money for that.
Physical money.
They are
that's
perfect
good.
11s
They're
in
pretty
my
good.
book.
Two
Not,
thousands.
not even celebrities.
Amazing. They're fantastic.
Anyway, next question.
Wait, I have one.
Oh, you have another one?
Yeah, and I feel like this has a lot to do with because I just watched Top Gun, but
If
also
you say Tom Cruise.
no, God.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Continue.
Anyways,
Continue.
love Tom Cruise. I mean, he's great. He's cool, but it's just not what I was gonna say. Miles Teller, love that guy. Yes, got some claps from our live audience back here.
Our studio audience.
I think I need to get a mustache now. That's what I'm hearing here.
He's just really cool, but I just discovered his wife on TikTok, and like she always does like behind the scenes of them too, like just doing stuff. And he's like, he just seems like a really cool guy to hang around, like personality wise. So
Wasn't
I give
he
him a
Mr.
solid
Fantastic
It was.
Yeah, he was
He
Mr.
was.
Fantastic.
in
Yeah.
the one we don't talk about?
Yes.
We do not mention
10.
that
We
movie.
don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Last one. Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
an
that.
angel.
I love that man.
He's
The,
an
the
angel.
more roles I see him in,
Something's
this is
not
something
right.
I've grown with, and
Yeah.
I love his what.
He's a
He's a
good
sweet
actor.
soul.
He's an attractive dude. He seems like a sweet soul, but
Seems.
something's not right.
I don't know, man.
You got the Peter tingle.
I got the Peter tingle about that Peter.
Peter Tingle.
For those who
I'm
couldn't
not
hear it,
feeling
my
it.
wife just told Chris to shut up.
I just know she loves him, so it's just.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I think
Moving
he's
on to our next question then. Tim Jude asked, and I don't think I understand this.
I don't either, but I thought it'd be fun to try to figure it out.
How can you drop 2 eggs the fewest amount of times without them breaking? I'll answer
pillow?
this right off the bat. Don't drop them. The fewest amount of times you could drop 2 eggs would be 0.
Well, like, I'm wondering, like, where is this coming from? Is this a riddle, or I should have asked him?
You
But
should have. Clarify.
like, is this you're
Call him right now.
you're trying to juggle, or are you
Call
trying? Are you trying to like? Oh, you trying to do like a gravity test? I don't know. But,
I
like,
think he means
yeah.
like without breaking eggs to drop them both at the same time or one at a time onto a pillow or something without.
Or maybe
changing-
you
I don't
accidentally
know.
dropped them, and you're like, okay, how can I? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Like, if you accidentally drop 2 eggs like off the shelf, the kitchen shelf, and you're trying to save them, how do you protect them?
I don't think that's what he means. I would just not drop the eggs
I don't know.
because that is the way to drop them the fewest
it's
amount
the
of
few
times.
amounts
Are
of
we
times.
sure
because
this isn't a riddle?
0 is the fewest amount of times, and they wouldn't break.
Wait.
I agree with Chris.
Tim, dude, give us a comment then. Let's know how
Yeah.
we're getting this wrong.
Can we get some? Yeah, can we get some
Can we get some
context?
context?
Yes, please.
I'm confused.
All right, guys. I think
The
that's
math ain't
going to be the math ain't math.
Math.
I think that's going to be all for our fan
Wait,
questions.
one more thing.
Oop.
Just for future reference, Tom Cruise, I do love you. I do think you're a great person. If you ever watch this,
If you're listening to this podcast,
I
and
just
you're willing
realized
to-
I said
and you're willing to buy
bleh.
us out.
I don't bleh Tom Cruise as I think he's an awesome person. I just didn't want to pick him as a solid 10.
How old do you think he is, by the way?
I don't know. He's probably really old.
He's 58.
And he's doing
60.
flips and stuff and
What?
flying planes and jumping off motorcycles.
Jumping
and
on
The
couches.
dude is something else.
I
give him
really
that.
hope that one day I can like still do that stuff when I'm that old.
I would
That's
like to be able to
cool.
do that stuff now.
I know. I
If
can't
I
even do
try
that
right
now.
now,
I'm
I
22.
promise you my shins will snap.
Yeah. You know.
All right, guys.
Love you,
Final
Tom
thoughts.
Cruise. Sorry.
Final thoughts on
Final thoughts.
on
Final
relationships. Tim.
Communication. Don't do
Yes.
stupid shit.
Trust.
Faith, trust, and pixie dust.
That's all you need to fly.
That's all you need.
That and a wonderful thought. I would say just continue to put each other first. Don't let anything come between you. Don't let anything divide you guys. It's always you two versus the problem, not you versus her or her versus you.
That's a good one.
Or he and she and
I was
Or they.
talking
Them.
specifically
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you guys, but
Oh.
also,
Oh.
he, she,
All of them.
they,
Yes.
them,
I'm trying to be inclusive here with everyone.
Pride
listening.
Month.
they, like whoever.
Right.
Whoever you're dating, it's always you and your partner versus the problem, not the problem versus you and your partner. Or not
Solid.
not you versus your partner.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
You know what
Gotcha.
I mean.
We got
Yeah,
you.
We got you. We got you.
Put
we
each
got you.
other first. Put your partner first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And we love Zendaya.
not at the detriment of yourself.
That's my final
though.
thought.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Okay.
God.
All right,
We need
that's
to
it.
go.
I love that man too, by the way.
Spotify has a new feature that allows you guys to rate the pod, so please leave us a 5-star review if you like this, and if you don't like our pod, just don't review.
Or just give us 5 stars because you love me. I mean, maybe you don't love
Hey,
the pod.
that's what gets it.
But if you love
I'll take it.
Tiera,
I'll
just
take
give
it.
it
Star-
5
star
stars,
power.
bro.
There you
Star
go.
power.
Whatever it takes.
Just kidding.
So thank you guys again for listening to the pod. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a rating on your favorite platform. If you have the option to, just turn our podcast on, repeat, leave it on in the background.
Yeah.
Just give us a couple of extra listens. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Facebook. What is Facebook?
That's a new one.
At
Facebook.
Always More Pod.
Yes.
Tim, where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Timothy Lichty. Actually, and on TikTok at Timothy Lichty. I just changed the name.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Get it.
Yeah.
Fancy.
All right. Well, I am on Instagram at Captain_CT Ford and on TikTok, Christopher.Lionheart. Jordan?
I'm on everything at Jordan CRTV.
I am on Instagram and TikTok at Tiera.Nickel. Sorry if you can't spell it. I'm not going to spell it.
Tiera Nickel.
It's spelled with a Q.
Nickel.
Tiera Nickel. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again so much for listening, for being part of the conversation. And remember, like we say here at the pod, there is always more than this. Peace.
Bye.
Adios.
Thank you for listening to the Always More podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, share, like, and rate on whatever your platform of preference is. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Always More Pod. If you'd like to submit a question, you can ask us on any of our social media platforms, or you can leave us a voicemail at 254-218-4042. If you'd like to feed into our caffeine addiction as well as support the podcast financially, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/alwaysmorepod. For further information and to contact us, you can email us at alwaysmorepodcast@gmail.com.